Christmas holiday shopping spree. Along with worldwide celebrations comes the seasonal spike with in-person spending and consumer web traffic. What else is there to expect during this time of the year? With this seasonal demand, cyber crooks are hiding and waiting to spoil your jolly and your finances. Based on a 2018 survey on the American Association of a Retired Person website, which is AARP, a whopping 60% of customers shop online to find that special holiday gift. As a result, scammers use this as an opportunity to use an array of hideous methods to take advantage of bargain hunter shoppers. Oh, my name is Chuck Green, owner-operator of SWRS FM radio station. Welcome to the first episode of a very cyber holiday here on the Cyber Brats program. Bogus websites, social media campaigns impersonating major brands, and unsolicited links designed to harvest your financial and personal data have been around for a long time. 2 years ago, I was concerned about this threat to consumers' financial capability. So I created a talk show program to address cybersecurity awareness. I will never forget that journey. It was a tedious search in finding the right talk show host. The outcome was something I could have never predicted during that Christmas season. Join me on the first 3 episodes as we look back on how we created Cyber Brats program, while highlighting cybersecurity awareness with respective topics of online shopping scams, gift card fraud, and charity schemes. I sincerely hope the information in this program will help you keep your finances and identity safe and secure. Stay tuned.
This is a mistake. Why interview a cyber crook in prison? That is a scary place. For your new radio talk show, why not speak to a cybersecurity expert?
Well, the name CyberSly is known throughout the world. 16 years ago, this cyber crook single-handedly committed the most expensive breach against a single retailer. 110 million fashion empire customers had their financial accounts compromised. That alone makes CyberSly a qualified expert in cybersecurity.
Yes, I am familiar with that case. If you must use CyberSly to highlight the dangers of holiday scams, can you not wait until he's released from prison next month?
Well, Shivers, as my public liaison for this radio station, I understand your concern with me avoiding controversial figures. But since the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, we have seen an uptick in online shopping scams. I wish to learn about the mind of a scammer and share that with the public before Christmas. Why wait until next year, when we can help viewers with safety tips this season?
You are venturing into a prison, a dark, cold dungeon, housing undesirable castaways from civilization. Creepy to say the least. I hope you have life insurance policy for your family.
When I return successfully with the exclusive interview footage in hand, we will finally have sponsors tearing down our door for airline commercials.
Chuck said that before when he went looking for the Bigfoot monster to interview. It never happened. So much for confidence in public relations.
If I had enough sponsors for that search, that would have been a discovery for the ages. I saw the footprints. My team of hired hikers was hot on the trail of that creature. I just needed another week.
Funding dried up over those endless, fake footsteps. It was a scam.
Nonsense, Will. Why would that be a scam?
To draw tourists to our sleepy, boring community.
Will, you are terrified of even the smallest butterfly. I can see why you wish not to believe in Bigfoot. Every night, I imagine you sleeping with the lights on. I'm going. Bye.
I do sleep in my parents' basement with the lights on.
This job of mopping floors, removing trash, and scrubbing toilet seats is a waste of my skills as a businessman. One day, I shall be an entrepreneur once again. A scammer may have brought down my ice cream corporation, but I will be wealthy once again. Chuck is looking for a talk show host for his upcoming program on scams. Now, no one is more qualified than me. After all, I was once a successful CEO who had to endure misery as the result of a low-life cyber crook. If I can get that radio gig, I can use the audience to attract them to my crowdfunding platform. I will certainly use the funds to restart the Midas Ice Cream Corporation. Failure is not an option. Now, I submitted my application for the talk show host program 2 months ago. For my secret undercover operations, Chuck has interviewed no one yet. Why is he dragging his feet? I am tired of waiting. It is time for me to confront him. Alex, you are the best custodian to ever work for me. You always have these toilet seats in the restroom looking like mirrors. The floors are as clean as a whistle. The Christmas decorations you set up are eye-catching to our visitors. I can see you working here for another 30 years. Well, that was awkward. I do believe that you are 67 years old. But if you want to work here until you are 97, that is fine with me. I mean, we can accommodate you if some physical restrictions pop up. That was awkward, Chuck. Well, I have to gather my belongings. I am heading off to Wales Prison to interview Cyber Sly, the notorious cyber criminal. That is a shame. Everyone knows you were planning to have a new talk show host handle that assignment. As you already know, I have a background in business and marketing that can benefit the radio program. Alex, the climate here at SWRS will be a misery without your expertise. Your housekeeping skills are second to none. I am super happy to have you on the hourly payroll. Well, what I mean is, are you getting closer to finding a qualified candidate for the radio talk show host on scams? I looked over hundreds of applications for the job. No one has met the qualifications. For crying out loud, this is not a desk job. It's a job that requires computer knowledge, communication skills, a sense of humor, and the ability to draw in viewers. After all, we need more sponsors. Whenever I find the right person, I can heave a sigh of relief. I'm a well-known face in the community. Who could ever forget my invention of the Midas ice cream bars? Right you are, Alex. By the grapevine, managers of competitive radio stations heard of your talent. Some of them even made an offer to me to have you work for them. My business and skills are in demand for other radio stations? I told them Alex isn't going anywhere. They are better off looking for their own janitor. Sorry, Alex. I have to meet Cyber Sly. I'll see you later. My skills embraced as a janitor? No!
Cyber Sly, you have a visitor.
Mr. Green, very seldom are criminals caught through cyber forensics.
Please, you can call me Chuck.
Chuck, cyber crooks are only caught when we do something silly.
Like what?
Getting a hold of credit cards is simple. Turning them into cash is difficult. I had a low-level associate get busted by the police after his car skidded down into a ditch. The police recovered hundreds of fake payment cards from inside his trunk. To save himself, he ratted me out.
I remember that. It made national news. The police busted you for being the ringleader behind the theft of over 100 million customers who shopped at the fashion empire retail chain. You had sold the financial data of unsuspecting customers to other scammers on the dark web. I wonder how much planning went into that.
It wasn't difficult. I discovered flaws in the corporation's protective system. Up to now, it is the most famous cybercrime against a single retailer to date.
Find yourself a victim of a fraud, you don't have to tolerate it. Call the Federal Trade Commission at 1-877-FTC-HELP to file a complaint. Also, report it to the Internet Crime Complaint Center on the FBI website. We don't have to tolerate this!
CyberSly, what can you tell me about shopping scams? What can we as consumers do to be proactive against the abundance of scams out there?
I'll be more than happy to, but your 15-minute visitation is almost up. I'm not sure a minute is enough time to give you the scoop on holiday scams. Too bad we're not doing this interview in a place free of restrictions.
Free of restrictions? A place free of restrictions. That's a great idea.
What are you getting at, Chuck?
You are scheduled to be released from prison next month, right?
Yeah.
Then, there is no risk. Maybe I can work something out with the Department of Corrections. This event will be great for the radio station talk show. Why didn't I think of this before?
Think about what before?
I gotta run, CyberSly. If I can convince the warden, this could be the biggest holiday special of all time. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, what does Chuck want to do? Have the next interview with Christmas decorations everywhere?
Look what I found at home, Will. This golden bow tie was given to me by the city when I was a successful businessman. This is rightfully deserved. The Mighty's Ice Cream Corporation was the most profitable enterprise. Young man, just because your last name is Shivers don't mean you have to shiver all the time.
I just learned of terrifying news. Chuck made arrangements with the Department of Corrections to have CyberSly come here to the radio station today.
Good. I could use some help around here. I'll show him how to buff and strip the kitchen floor while I take the rest of the day off.
He's not coming here to tidy up the place. Chuck will have him on as a guest on the radio talk show.
What? Fraud is my expertise. After all, I was a victim. Chuck should have me on the air to share my great knowledge with viewers and to show them how I am the right candidate for the job as talk show host. That thug CyberSly deserves no more attention than he already has. I must convince Chuck. Chuck! Chuck! Chuck!
Prisoners terrify me. Maybe I should take the rest of the day off.
Chuck, that thug CyberSly cannot be trusted. It is a mistake to expose our viewers to his nonsense.
Alex, CyberSly is a cybersecurity expert. Did you know he wrote a book while in prison on the topic of scam prevention? It made the bestsellers list.
As far as I'm concerned, he always has a self-interest in lighting his own pockets with other people's misery.
Correction. All profits went to the companies and individuals he victimized. I spoke to the CyberSly. He appears to be no longer a criminal. Now he deserves a second chance at redemption. Our viewers can benefit from his advice on how to avoid holiday scams.
Ridiculous! Every day, thousands of people are heartbroken by fraud, and you decide to put the spotlight on a worthless hoodlum. This is not good for civilization or ratings.
Do you want to make that bet? For that golden bow tie around your neck, and $10,000 on my part, I say our viewers will grow by 50% overnight. Are you in on this bet, Alex?
On a custodian's pay? I don't think so.
Good morning. Chuck Drain, SWRS. How can I help you? What? The prison van is pulling in. Cyber Sly's here.
Well, I hope the guards are armed and ready to open fire when that criminal tries to escape.
Brats here at SWRS on your FM dial. This is the station manager, Chuck Green. I know I keep promising I will find a permanent host for this show on scam prevention, but I am still looking for the right candidate. So please bear with me. In the meantime, we have a special guest on the show today. Cyber Sly has served 15 years in prison for financial crimes. Now next month, he is prepared to leave prison and begin his new life as a changed man. Today he is with us to discuss holiday scams and how we can protect our finances and identity from this never-ending threat. He will also be here to answer your questions or concerns from a live chat. So, Sly, without further ado, the mic is all yours.
Thank you for having me on, Chuck. During the holiday season, it's no secret online purchasing is where a majority of the scam happens. With our growing usage of retail apps and social media stores, we will continue to see this uptick by cyber criminals.
Sly, can you specifically explain how this is happening?
Well, there are fake websites, mobile apps, and social media ads designed to lighten your wallet and break your heart. You might see a product or service at a big discount from the original price. Now, these baits can look and sound very convincing if consumers don't know what to look for.
Maybe he does not deserve to be released from prison next month. We are waiting for your reply, Cyber Sly. Was it you that hacked my business? The whole world is listening.
What will we have here on the air? A confession of more financial crimes or a claim of innocence? Find out on the next episode of Cyber Brats.